They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Midfield now. Here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one's high, but not very far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The ball carrier.
Kenyon Drake in Week 16 last year against these Seahawks had a career day, 166 yards rushing, a couple of touchdowns as well, as the Cardinals won in Seattle 27-13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Drake on the carry.
Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. Remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is Carson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 14.
That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run it with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
50-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake. Because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Murray to give. This is Drake. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Penny, a first down carry. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 29, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Down. It's Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But it's third.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd and long.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A 5-yard.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. Three of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up third.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically...
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
The 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Max Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Wilson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
At the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For Christian Kirk.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's got a man. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Where they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
10 at the 30-yard line.
For Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. He goes underneath the Drake. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
First and 10.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 11-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On second down, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Devon Kennard. has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. That's
the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Cardinals 24, Seahawks 14.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Drake. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
First and 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
On the tackle.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Wilson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Shotgun now from Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Tackled at the 40.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 35. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And 2.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jordan Phillips in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Is a turnover on downs.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So it's a win here for the Arizona.